I'm Carrie Henderson, and this video serves as my virtual workshop presentation that supplements my paper, Optimizing Remote and Hybrid Teams for Success for Dr. Sam Rockwell. Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to level up our leadership game and explore some best practices for leading remote and hybrid teams. As we dive into this, we'll look at how communication, team cohesion, and effective leadership all work together to drive success in a remote work environment. So let's get started. Let's start by acknowledging that remote and hybrid work are no longer just temporary solutions. They've become permanent parts of how we work. It's not a trend anymore, it's the future. And for organizations to succeed in these new settings, we need to focus on three key elements: communication, cohesion, and leadership. When we manage these well, our teams will thrive and stay engaged and productive for the long term. Take a moment to think about your current remote team. How do you currently measure success? Is it through communication, collaboration, or leadership? Let's keep that in mind as we go through these strategies. All right, let's dive into level 1, communication tools. First, we need to talk about the tools we're using. Video conferencing, whether it's Zoom or Teams, is great for staying connected face-to-face, even when we're miles apart. It's crucial for building trust and making sure communication is clear. Then, there's instant messaging. Tools like Slack and Teams help reduce the need for endless meetings and keep things moving quickly throughout the day. Finally, we can't forget about collaborative documents. Whether it's Google Workspace or SharePoint, these tools help teams collaborate in real time and keep everything centralized, so everyone is on the same page, even when working asynchronously. Now let's talk about how to avoid communication overload, something we've all experienced, right? Don't overmeet. We don't need to meet for every little thing. Limit meetings to what's necessary and use asynchronous tools like messaging and collaborative docs for updates. Set clear messaging norms. How quickly should team members respond to messages? Are after-hours messages okay? Setting these expectations up front helps avoid frustration and keeps everyone on the same page. And finally, respect focus time. Make sure your team has uninterrupted time for deep work. Everyone needs space to focus without the constant pinging of messages or meeting requests. Think about your own meetings. Are they effective or draining? If you're holding a lot of meetings, ask yourself, could this be handled through a quick message or a shared document? Now let's move on to level 2, team cohesion. Building cohesion is key to making remote teams feel connected. Without face-to-face interaction, trust doesn't just happen. It needs to be built intentionally. Be transparent, be consistent, and show your team that they can trust you. Next up, don't forget to celebrate milestones. Recognizing both big and small wins helps people feel valued. Whether it's completing a project or hitting a goal, a quick shout-out or a team-wide celebration goes a long way. Finally, we need to create team rituals. These are regular practices that help your team bond. It could be a weekly check-in, a virtual coffee break, or a team-building activity. These small things help reinforce that sense of community and make remote work feel less isolating. Now let's talk about Tuckman's model of team development. This model applies to all teams, including remote ones. Teams always go through forming, storming, norming, and performing stages. In the forming stage, teams are just getting started. There's excitement, but also uncertainty about roles and expectations. Communication tends to be more formal during this time, as everyone starts to settle in. As the team moves into the storming phase, conflict can arise. People might disagree on how things should be done, and that's okay. It's a natural part of team development. The challenge in a remote team is that these conflicts can be harder to address when you're not face-to-face. Once the team navigates through storming, they enter norming. This is where trust starts to build. Roles become clearer, communication opens up, and the team starts to work more effectively together. And finally, in the performing stage, the team is fully aligned. Everyone knows their role, collaboration is seamless, and they're getting results. This is where you want your team to be, and with the right leadership and strategies, you'll get there. Where do you think your team is in this process right now? Are you in forming, trying to figure out the dynamics? Or are you in performing, working together seamlessly? Let's now talk about Level 3, leadership. In remote teams, your leadership approach has to be a little different. First off, be visible and available. You don't have to micromanage, but make sure your team knows they can reach you when they need support. Virtual office hours or regular one-on-ones can help with this. Next, empower your team. Give them the autonomy to make decisions and take ownership of their work. Trust your team to find solutions and reach their goals. This boosts their confidence and makes them more engaged. Finally, remember to focus on outcomes, not hours. In a remote setting, it doesn't matter when or where people work, as long as the results are delivered. This approach fosters a sense of trust and ensures productivity without micromanaging. Take a second. Think about how you measure success in your team. Do you focus on hours worked? Or do you focus on outcomes and results? Which do you think is more effective? Supporting your team's well-being is crucial, especially when working remotely. Work-life balance can easily get blurred when people are working from home. Encourage your team to set boundaries. Working too much leads to burnout. Work-life balance can easily get blurred when people are working from home, and ask how you can support them in achieving their goals without overwhelming them. Whether it's through a team shout-out or a simple thank you note, it helps keep people motivated and engaged. Think about your team. When was the last time you recognized someone for their work? A little appreciation can make a huge difference in morale. Congratulations! You've now got the toolkit for leading remote teams. By focusing on communication, cohesion, and leadership, you can create an environment where your team thrives, stays engaged, and works efficiently. It's time to level up your leadership. These strategies are going to help you lead your teams to success, no matter the distance. Take what we've discussed today and start applying it to your own teams. Let's make remote leadership work for you. Are you ready to level up your leadership? Let's take the first step together and start leading our teams remotely with confidence and success. So, here's what I want you to do after this session. Think about one leadership strategy you're going to implement this week with your team. Whether it's setting clearer communication norms or introducing a new team ritual, take action right away. Let's make sure these best practices become a regular part of how you lead. This presentation was created using my paper for my Week 7 assignment, along with Canva for my PowerPoint template and HeyGen to create my video.